Yeah, it's definitely something the league's got to look at. I understand the mindset to get it right, but once you like, did he explain what happened? So it was their fourth foul, and they gave us free throws. And we're supposed to shoot free throws on the fifth foul. So we shoot the free throws, play resumes, and a couple possessions later, they realized they made a mistake. So they just take the points off the board. Okay, which is to me like, once play resumes, you can't correct that. Can't correct it. The league's got to look at that because they can't give us that possession back. Like, if it was correct at the time of the call, we get the ball on the side and it's our ball. You know what I mean? But once that goes away, you just take the points away. Don't give us a possession back. You can't correct that at that point. So very frustrated by that. The league has to look at that. And that's what happened there.
How did you see the rest of the game evolve, giving up 7 points in the first half and then nothing's down?
Yeah, credit the Rockets, man. Those young guys came out and played their tails off. They responded from a tough loss the other night, made every shot, attacked the rim, played with physicality, really challenged us. Our defense wasn't good in the first half, but even when it was, they made tough shots. So, credit those guys, but, this is what we're going to see all year long, with the nature of our team and the names we have on this team and, the expectations of our group. We're going to get every team's best shot, and it's going to be challenging, but it's something we embrace, and it's something that's really going to sharpen us, and I think our defense really picked up in the second half with a couple charges, really a lot of hustle plays to win defensive possessions, and we were able to get the W.
Frank, just one more on that point switch up before I get to another one. Did they inform you at the same time it was announced to the crowd? Was there any sort of back and forth, or how do you kind of process the information and keep it going?
I remember them talking to me. I don't know if it was before or after they announced it to the crowd. I think it was before they announced it to the crowd. We just tried to make the argument, well, you have to give us that possession back if you're going to take the points off because play already resumed. Like, we play a different way, But then they announced to the crowd, and, it is what it is. It's over with. Thankfully, it didn't change the outcome of the game, even though it was very close to.
Were you
ready to move on?
Cognizant of the fact that you had a tech in that moment, that you already had a tech?
Yeah, they know. They know. Like, I get a tech. Like, if I want to get thrown out, I get thrown out. Like, they allow you to have a reaction.
And just off that subject, what was the key to having such offensive balance between Russ, LeBron, and AD tonight?
I just think those guys were all in attack mode. I thought we did a great job screening, in particular in that, was it the beginning of the fourth? That stretch in the fourth where Brown was just going downhill, possession after possession after possession. The screens were great, to free him up. And, those are the things we're working on to improve. I thought Russell did a great job really slowing down, at the point of his explosion, to just be a little more under control with his finishes and shot a higher percentage. And, AD's AD, just, a lot of garbage points, a lot of runs to the basket. And, we're encouraging him to, stay with the three-point shot and, keep shooting those without hesitation. He's off to a slow start shooting the ball from three, but that's going to come around for him, and he's going to have an even bigger night. Yeah, that changed the game. That's if you're looking for one reason why we won, that stretch was why. Our defense in the second half, and then him really just taking control of the offense during that stretch and forcing them into some timeouts and changing their defense and making subs. Really had them back on their heels.
The defense on some of those crucial possessions in the second quarter, including, I guess, the last two inbound plays you defended. What do you think was consistently there that wasn't there for a lot of the first half?
You're talking about the end of the game?
Yeah, and
you
the
said
game,
second
it just
quarter.
seemed like the defense tightened up and sharpened in some areas on some.
Yeah, we don't have great low man habits yet. Really been pushing that button with our guys and had a great game of it last game. But we were a step late tonight. It's anticipation and physicality, and we just weren't there on time tonight. We were a step late with it, but we again challenged them at halftime and did a far better job in the second half.
Frank, this is a question that gets asked about LeBron every year and many times, but obviously 36, you're 19. When you see moments like that in the fourth quarter, does that do something for you just in terms of understanding where he is at and what level he is still playing at this advanced stage of his career? And is there anything that's different about him in year 19 from year 17 or 18 when you first had him?
I wouldn't say there's any difference now than 2 years ago. Still playing at a super high level. Until he rolled his ankle the other day, he's probably shooting the ball better than 2 years ago. I don't know if the numbers support that, but he came out of the gate super hot. But he can still do it all, man.